Welcome to Cooking with Bobbi Jo. I'm Bobbi Jo. I'm kind of in the kitchen napping off and on. I've got one ear back so I can hear Mom better when she asks me a question. Today we're going to be cooking a pizza ring. This is made in a bundt pan. Mom found the recipe and she thought it looked interesting, but she kind of changed the recipe up some. So to start with, you want to grease a bundt pan. She used cooking spray, but she says that you should also flour it because hers stuck even though she sprayed it down good. You want to preheat the oven to 400 degrees and also melt 2 tablespoons of butter and set aside to cool. The original recipe calls for canned biscuits, but Mom used Southern Biscuit Mix Formula L. She was watching Collard Valley Cooks one day and saw Tammy make biscuits out of this biscuit mix and decided to give it a try. She loved the biscuits so much she now uses the mix in a lot of stuff. So for this recipe, you're going to start off by making the biscuits. You need 3 1/4 cups of Southern Biscuit Mix and 1 1/4 cup of buttermilk. Just mix it until completely combined. You don't want to overmix, and if it's too sticky, add a little extra flour. Flour surface and rolling pin, you turn the dough out onto the floured surface and you roll the dough to about a 1/2 inch thick, and then flour your biscuit cutter and cut the biscuits. You will need about 12 biscuits for this recipe. After you've cut your biscuits out, Mom suggests sticking the biscuits in the freezer for a few minutes. Now, the second part of the recipe includes whatever pizza toppings you like. You can make this with hamburger meat, sausage, spinach, onions, peppers. Seriously, get creative. Mom used what she had on hand. She used a handful of pepperoni sliced into fourths, 2 cups of cheese, whatever kind you like. We used cheddar cheese, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a dash of salt and pepper. I almost forgot, and also about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Take these ingredients and mix together in a bowl. Then you go back to your biscuits. You pull them out of the freezer, you cut them into fourths and put them in a bowl. The reason Mom says to put them in the freezer is to make them easier to cut and toss when buttered. She didn't do this with these and they kind of stuck together a little more. If you're using canned biscuits, you don't really have to worry about it because they come out of the fridge cold. You can also make these biscuits ahead of time and leave them in the fridge until you're ready to use. Pour 2 tablespoons of melted butter over the biscuit pieces and mix until the biscuits are coated. Then mix in the other bowl of yummy pizza ingredients. Then pour everything into the bundt pan. Bake for 20 to 30 minutes depending on how your oven cooks. You can tell if it's ready when the tops of the biscuits are golden brown and look crunchy. Take it out of the oven and run a knife around the edges to loosen it from the pan. And you can serve it on either side you prefer. We like the top side because it looks so pretty and delicious. While it was baking, Mom made garlic butter sauce. Dad doesn't care for pizza sauce, so Mom made garlic butter for him. Now, most people will dip this in pizza sauce, which you can. Just buy a jar and pour it into the dish and serve it in the middle of the ring. Those interested in garlic butter, here are the ingredients. 1 stick of butter, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a dash of salt and pepper, and about 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. Melt the butter, add the other ingredients, and simmer about 5 minutes, and it is done. Pour it in a small dish and put it in the center of your ring for dipping. This is great for a New Year's party, Super Bowl party, or just a delicious dish for the family any time of the year. Thanks for watching our video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. We always love to hear from y'all. If you try the recipe, let us know how it turned out and what pizza toppings you used in it. Mom and Dad sat down to try it, and they ended up eating half the ring before they decided to put it in the fridge because they couldn't stop eating it. It was so good. So we hope y'all like it because there are so many possibilities with this recipe. Until next time, have a great week, and we wish y'all all a blessed new year.